Yo guys, Features Gaming here with another vlog on the channel, and today, as you can see by the title, I am at Butlins. You can see the slides over there. I don't know how well my camera is going to pick up, but we are here. Now something really smells here and I don't know what it is, because we're in the parking lot at the moment, and I think in a moment we'll be going into the Skyline Pavilion because we'll be going swimming first. Because when we came here last year, which the vlog is on the Wilson siblings about, link will be in the description and in the iCard over there. We actually did the swimming last, so we're going to do it first, and then we're going to go to the fair, and then we're going to be doing the panto, because I wanted to come here for the panto and the swimming. So basically we're going to do all of that today, so let's get into going swimming. So I'm going to put my camera away, I'm going to put it in the car, and then afterwards I will get back to you guys. Okay, so we've now just finished swimming. I swam for about an hour and a half because we had to wait for about half an hour to get in because it is really busy here. So now what we're going to do is we've just come to get our lunch, and then we're going to wait in the queue to see Cinderella Rocks, because that's the panto this year. We tried to get this pass thing that we got last year, which let us get in early. Now apparently they've been sold out, so that means 300 people will be let in earlier than us. But we're still quite at the front of the queue, not almost at the front of the queue, but quite at the front of the queue. So we're going to go in there and see if we can still get good seats. I doubt it, but we're just going to go and see. So that's the plan for this at the moment, so I'll inform you guys if anything else happens. Okay, so we're now inside the centre stage. Now I did say that we might not be able to get good seats. We actually got like quite at the front where the barrier is, right quite in the middle, facing right there. I think we did really well to get these seats. We weren't expecting it, but we've got good seats. So what we're going to do now is just watch the panto. Okay, so we've just watched the panto. It was actually really good, but I actually preferred last year's because I don't know, there was just something about last year which made me like it a bit more. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do some fair rides down at the fair, and I'm not going to vlog anything because I'm going to leave my bag with my parents because I don't know what they're doing, but they're not coming with us. So that is what I'm basically just going to do. I'm just going to go down to the fair to do a bit of fair rides. When I get back to you, I'll probably tell you what I went on, and then the evening will start. Okay, so we've now finished at Butlins. So we had lunch afterwards. So I had a large 9-piece chicken nugget meal, which is brilliant. Now we're at Fantasy Island because we thought, because it's so close to Butlins, we thought we may as well just come here and, you know, go on some rides for 2 hours that we've got left. Good. Okay, so because we've only got 2 hours, I am just going to put my phone away and just enjoy the rides as I can. And then when we get home, I'll film tomorrow on the rides that I went on and basically tell you how it went. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Right guys, we are back from Fantasy Island. It's actually a couple weeks on from I recorded the last bit because I had a busy week after, so I just wanted to rest on the Saturday. And then on the Friday, I rested from the week. And then there was just a couple more days on, and now it's to this day. And that just shows you how good of a YouTuber I am. So the reason you may see me on this side of the screen is because there's going to be something over here which is going to be footage of me and Lauren, because on some of the rides, me and Lauren both went on together, so there'll just be some off-ride footage here, because we did actually get some footage recorded, but I didn't vlog in between, because we had to keep queuing for rides and getting onto the rides and not busy and just vlogging, if you see what I mean. Right, so the first ride I went on was Frisbee. Now, Frisbee is the ride where you're in a circle, and when the ride starts, you go up like that. So it's kind of like Freak Out, but it spins like Freak Out, but like you're in a circle rather than a claw-shaped thing, and it goes like that, and then it spins around. And then at some point throughout the ride, it just spins like crazy. I didn't get footage of that, unfortunately, and there was only some little footage that we got on there because that is literally the first ride I went on as soon as we got there. As soon as we got there, we went to the wristband bit, and then we went straight to that ride. And then after that, both of us went on Fantasy Mouse. Now, there is a load of rides like Fantasy Mouse around the world in loads of theme parks, but they're not named Fantasy Mouse, but they're named under other companies because I don't know why, but there is just loads of rides like Fantasy Mouse, the exact same track layout too, and they just name it other things, and I don't know why that is. But it was actually a really good ride, thumbs up to it, because I was actually crying at the end because of so much fun I had on that ride. It was just amazing, that ride. So after that, I thought that it would be fun to go on a roller coaster. So I went on the Millennium, I believe that's what it's called. And Millennium is not the Odyssey, which was closed on that day, and the previous week too. Odyssey is the black and yellow one, I believe, and the Millennium is the purple and yellow one, I believe. Hang on, let me just check that. Right, so the Millennium is the purple and green one, sorry, not yellow, it was the purple and green one. Basically, the Millennium is shorter than the Odyssey. That's the best way to describe it. So after that, me and Lauren went on some of the flat rides inside, so not outside. We went inside to one of the pyramids. And both of us went on this ride called Toucan Tours. I believe that's what it's called. And this ride is basically a monorail ride where you're in a single carriage and then you go around and like you see bits of like scenery. Because like you go in these doors and then you're in like this house area and like you're in this Egypt world. And then you just go through and you see like lots of different things, lots of artwork, and it was pretty good. But then there were actually some bits in there that were quite scary, and I'm not gonna lie, but like, because I think a lot has changed since we were last there when we went on it, because when we were last on it, it was quite pleasant, but then this time when we went in there was flashing green lights. I wouldn't say there's loads of loud noises in there particularly, I'd just say like flashing lights. Yes, I could have took my camera on there, but I decided not to because I didn't want to fuss around recording and everything. So yeah, that was the only ride we did inside, and then we went back outside to do the Rhombus Rocket. Now the Rhombus Rocket is another roller coaster, but it's a kiddie roller coaster, so not like one that goes inverted like loop-de-loops. It's just a gentle one where you go round and then you basically go round like in a figure of 8 and then you come back to the station. I do say it's a kiddie coaster, but it's actually quite fun. Not gonna lie, I actually had a blast of a time on it. It's just the intensity of it. When you go around that first corner and you pick up speed, that feeling when you're going down and the adrenaline is pumping up inside of you and the wind blasting in your face, it's actually pretty good. So both of us went on that, as we did with Toucan Tours, and then both of us went on Techno Jump afterwards, which is basically where you go around in a circle and you're on this single carriage, and there's multiple carriages around the outside, and like you jump up and down like that, and it makes like a noise as you go down and stuff, and you're basically jumping up and down and going around in circles for the whole ride, and it's actually quite fun. And then I went on a ride which was quite scary for me, okay? probably not going to go on it for a few years though, because it was actually really scary for me. And the ride is the Beast. Now, I don't know if you've heard of this, but I'll basically throw something up here. Basically, you're on this, basically there's this arm coming down here, okay? And then I think you've got 5 carriages and they go around in a circle. And then they kind of like unlock, so like you spin around on them, and as they're unlocked, like the ride goes like that, so then you spin in all kinds of directions. You do like loop-de-loops. Basically you're upside down for like the majority of the ride. It's quite fun, but at the same time really scary. And now this was the time when we had to just focus on the rides, which we don't really see anywhere else because we were running out of time by now. So we went on Sea Storm, which is basically where you're on this thing and it goes up and down, and then like throughout the ride you like spin and you go backwards, you go sideways. It's pretty fun, as you saw with the footage. It was quite fun. Then after that I went on Magic. Now Magic is kind of like the Twister, but instead of being on a straight thing, you're on like a curved one instead. Obviously I'll throw some images up here. Basically you're in this carriage, and instead of going like that against the walls, you kind of like go forward like this, but then you reach the side, but then as you're going back through the middle, your carriage goes like that, if you see what I mean. So like you don't even see the other people behind you as you would do if you were on like a Twister. You kind of like put your back to, well, you don't put your back to them because you can't actually see through the back of a carriage, and it's really weird to explain. Basically there's a video of it. Yeah, I did my best. And then both of us just decided to do the Millennium 3 times in a row, because why wouldn't you? When we did the Millennium the first time, only I went on it, because at that time we had only finished like our tea like an hour before we went to Fantasy Island. So I went on the Millennium. My sister didn't want to go on it because she thought that she needed to let her food settle for a while. So it was closing up to the end of the day, as I said, so we went on the Millennium, and then my sister said, let's do it again. So we did it again. So as we came off the second time, the ride attendant, who was the person who was running it, said, roll up for last ride. So we were thinking, should we do the last ride? So we quickly went down to our parents to just see if we could go on the last ride. And they said yes, so we just did it quickly. And we sat at the very back, and it was quite fun. So when we went on it together for the first time, we both screamed like as you would on a roller coaster. But then the last 2 attempts, I did the no scream challenge, which is basically where you don't scream on a roller coaster. And I completed it. It was actually really fun though. And that was our time at Fantasy Island. I think we did quite well with the rides that we went on with the time that we had. Because after Fantasy Island, we went home. As we were going home, we drove by the seafront and we just saw some pretty lights, which I might show up some footage here. Yeah, there you go. Look pretty pretty, to be honest. So that is going to be it for this video, guys. So if you did like this video, then leave a like on it, that would be brilliant, and thank you very much. And if you want to see more videos on my channel, then click that subscribe button and then click that notification bell, and then you guys will get notified every time I put out a new video. So until the next video, guys, take care and peace.